Well, hello everyone. Thank you all for being here. It is my pleasure to welcome you to LAMSIG monthly webinar series, and a big thanks to Ezan. Ezan Gorgi is a teacher trainer and teacher educator, teacher as well, with 19 years of experience in the fields of English language education. He collaborates on several ELT projects with different language centers around the world, including Pearson Languages, the British Council, and Teaching English. Zan currently owns and manages Think Languages and also works as a TED Ed Students Talks leader. Today, he will be talking about management with Generation Z language teacher. At the end of the presentation, there will be time for him to answer your questions. So please feel free to write them in the chat. So now, without further ado, Ezan, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Daniela, Mariana, and everybody, Joni, for your great welcome. Let's do the first things first. Let me share my slides and see if everything is all right there. So is it shared, my slideshow there?
Yes, we can see your slides.
Okay, all right. So, and let's see who is where. Let's write our country name or the city name in the chat box so that we know where to type the messages as well. Now I'm in Iran. Okay, nice. Italy, Morocco, great. Okay, nice. Good. Amen, Italy. Okay, good. Nice. All right. Good. So here we've got the chat box and you can see the faces and the slideshow. So, as we move forward in hosting webinars year by year, it's getting more and more complicated too, because we have more tools to take control of during a call. And that's related to the topic of our session today as well. So here today we are going to work on the human resources management of Generation Z language teachers. Actually, this title itself has some keywords. We are talking about language teachers, Generation Z language teachers, management of them, and human resources management of Generation Z language teachers. So just like the short talk I had in the beginning, we need to take lots of things into account to provide a smooth and lovely management for the great Generation Z language teachers. But from the Generation Z point of view, who am I? Who do we call a Generation Z? And when were they born? Can you help in the chat box? Who are Generation Z people, and who come after Generation Z? And yeah, do you know the years? Can you guess? Feel free to guess, because actually nothing is absolute. These are just some concepts we have installed on such people. People are more important, so we can easily have different opinions here. Thank you, nice. Thank you, Natalia and Jennifer, great. Yes, Jennifer, you're closer to the conventional definition of Generation Z. Actually, in resources, we can see that they call people born from 1995 to 2009, the Generation Z, those 15 years. And usually generations um, quite unlikely to what we might think of. They are segmented into chunks of 15 years rather than 10 years because maybe they've run actually out of names. And 1995, I can type here to 2009, these 15 years. And after that, a new generation comes. What's the name of the newer generation? Uh, 2010 to actually 2024. Very good. Thank you, Luke. Uh, nice. Great. And the newly born babies should have a name. I haven't seen some agreed on names in resources. Maybe your generation beta, or I don't know. Maybe you should wait. Uh, their speed is actually um, quicker than we can name them. All right, they're quick generations. Teachers in their 20s, okay, are now entering teachers' rooms. They are our colleagues. They are the teachers of our language schools, our schools, and they are different, really, with regard to their wishes, likes, dislikes, fears, regrets. Okay, so I have some quotations from this generation here today in this slides that I don't live in a deserted, haunted palace. Actually, Generation Z is not a frightening one. Okay, they eat, they sleep, they hope, they get scared, they get disappointed, they get motivated. They are not aliens. They don't wear those special costumes. Okay, they live with us, next to us, in our homes. Uh, we we see them everywhere. So there is in my opinion, there is a wrong concept about Generation Z that whatever we don't like, we try to attach to Generation Z and say, oh, Generation Z, oh, Gen Z people, all right. But they're not aliens. They are human beings, and we need to understand them. The very fact we do not understand them fully doesn't necessarily mean that they are not understandable. Maybe we need to change our channels of understanding to understand them better. They might not think the same way we do or the generations before us did, but they have great mindsets as well. And you can see them, they're doing miracles in language classes, really. The energy they uh, put in the classes, their creativity, and their actually diverse perspective is highly appreciated, and I think we are lucky enough to be the managers and colleagues of such great people, and maybe we are some of those first people who have the opportunity to work with them in our workplaces. Usually, language teachers start teaching in very young ages, in their early 20s. And so we can have this opportunity to deal with them firsthand. So let's go on. Here, let's get to know Generation Z much better. Uh, First of all, they are some digital natives. So where are my slides here? They live in their devices as well. So we need to find our way through into and onto their devices as well. If we wish we actually were able to manage them better. It's a matter of click and brick, as Christina Cabbage has it in ELT, that digital natives do not live just with the bricks, but live uh, with and upon the clicks as well. They like online forums. They like to express their opinions online in a actually uh, continuous and continuing discussion. They need their ZDT, zero device time. They get tired of being online always. So we need to take care of that as well for the sake of well-being, to provide for Generation Z teachers. They should be safeguarded online. These days, as we open one web page, lots of advertisements just attack us, and we might not be fully aware of that, but we are bombarded by lots of colors, shines, the waves, the blue lights on the screen, and little by little they get um, actually more and more, and we get more and more tired and exhausted by looking at the screen. So they do as well. They cannot, or they might not be easy and convenient at putting their devices down, but they are getting tired. We need to take care of them and practice zero device time for them. And they like online appearances, maybe actually more practical than anybody else. They can get online, have online classes. They might not have that camera shame lots of us had, and we had to practice a lot to actually overcome. But they are, easier at um, uh, online appearance. Is my screen still being shared? I got one
Yes.
actually message. Okay, all right. What else? Tell me about your experiences working with Generation Z teachers with regard to online, online appearance, online world, digital devices. How have you seen their diverse behavior towards the devices, both in their personal life and in their professional life, classes, assignments, corrections? Can you write to me here and write to us to see how different they might um, be from us? Exactly. Yeah. And we can find it as one golden opportunity to be able to manage them better, because we cannot take their devices out and away, but we can go to their devices in order to better manage them in human resources. All right, nice. So that's a habit of ZDT that teacher has just installed. Nice, thank you. Yeah, they are actually perfect at learning new tools and applications. Yes. Okay. Please write too about. Yes. Of course, in our class tonight, we have Generation Z participants as well. So some of you need to express yourself. Um, your device habits, okay, your online habits, something uh, to be featuring of that generation. Okay, thank you. All right, let's move forward. I take a look at the list of the participants, quite a great inclusion of different names. And yes, I can somehow guess the nationalities as well. Nice. All right, so let's move forward. Okay. Now, little by little, we are covering the other content words of the topic, the HR management of Generation Z language teachers. So, Generation Z loves leaders who collaborate. First of all, what are these actually facts or points based on? Resources, as we can find in different researches, and my own experience working with them and still working with them. They might have some devil's advocate in our webinar tonight. Please feel free to express your opinion against or pro what I'm saying, because this is the talk we can encourage, which is useful actually, but not necessarily what I say. So if you're the leaders, if you're the leaders of the communities of Generation Z language teachers, who do you think we are? Are we a guide, a coordinator, a controller, a mentor, a what? Can you help me with more roles we can actually be functioning as the leader of Generation Z? Who do they need? Who do they like us to be? As a leader, as a manager, as a supervisor, mentor, coach. Thank you. Thank you, Monica. Yeah, bullseye. Nice. Nice. Facilitator. Oh, great. Yes, Parisa. They don't like it at all. Yes, thank you. All right. So, yeah, please express your opinions as well. So, coach, mentor, not a controller, facilitator. Okay. Thank you. We have another one by Mobina. All right. Here the title says the leaders who collaborate, and we had the word co. What was that? My words are failing me. Co-worker or co-learner. Wow, thank you. Thank you. The direction is perfect. Yes, a co-learner. All right. Yes, coordination is part of that. We need to go one step further, Parisa, uh, further than coordinator, and see, well, how we can get more involved in their working vibe to be a collaborator. All right. So let's take a look at these classical management actually models. A leader can be a controller, as you can see on top left, and as pilots have it at your 11 o'clock. Huh? We can be their director uh, to practice our authority more neatly towards our team here at your 9 o'clock. A guide, okay, the leader guides different people in the team, but the team is not necessarily working with one another. A coordinator, as one of you had it, right? Yeah, to be actually coordinating what they need, but they might not collaborate with one another. Huh? They just refer to the leader, and the leader coordinates. Or we might be an empowerer, an top right, your 1 o'clock. An empowerer. So, what can we empower in Generation Z? Can you have your say here? The word power, empower, does it remind you of something in people? Most of us have recruited lots of people, and we have been looking for some actually criteria in that recruitment journey. Um, something, a power something, so that a leader, a collaborator, an appropriate collaborator or leader or collaborating leader for Generation Z can empower them. Empower them through what? Through what skills? Through just teaching? Well, uh, we've been doing that throughout teacher educating courses for many years, but here now focusing on Generation Z, new demands, so new deliveries. So thank you, nice, Parisa, great, very good, nice. So can we? All right, yeah. Emotional intelligence, you mean? Yeah. So can we put them together into one wider topic as soft skills? Okay, Generation Z bring with themselves lots of soft skills in the teacher's room, in classes, in the locker room, and we need to be able to detect them, take care of them, let them grow, and provide a sense of mindset, growth mindset in this new generation of teachers in their 20s, in the golden 10 years of 20 to 30. All right. So here the correct um, leadership style for Generation Z teachers is the one on top right, to be actually letting the collaboration run among them, and we are not pausing or hindering their collaboration. We are just hugging this collaboration. We are encouraging this collaboration between them and providing some helps, just like what we do as teachers in our classes, that we do not stop our learners learning cycle. Okay, we
آفرین
work out of that. Yeah,
آفرین که
please.
تلاش کردی پیداش کردی.
All right.
Someone has
Okay, that's the right
mic
microphone.
on.
Yes. So yeah, to be stepping backward to monitor what is happening, but not controlling that, to let the collaboration go on, and inject different styles of taking care of soft skills, because this is the fuel is the soft skill, which keeps the collaboration circulate among the team. Okay. So another name for soft skills is power skills, life skills, or future skills. We also call them transferable skills because we can take them from workplace to home, from university to workplace, from school to home, and they are transferable skills. Um, Skills like time management, attention to detail. What else do you remember? What other power skills or soft skills do you remember? Can you write in the chat box? Here, I need more participation from all of you. The soft skills you actually demonstrate the best. Thank you. Nice. Emily, I'm going to read your comment now. I might not be able to do that, to read the other ones, but I'll come back to it. Don't worry. Thank you. Nice. It's nice that two of you are focusing on critical thinking firsthand. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, that's decision making, and that's different from being decisive, the procedure of making a decision. Thank you. Nice. Exactly, Mobina. They are transferable skills. All right. All right. Leadership. Can we count it as one soft skill or a field skill, a hard skill? Or maybe leadership is a bunch of soft skills together. Yeah, now I understand what you mean. Oh, that's great. Agility. I go for it. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Yours reminded me of another one, Jennifer. I love this soft skill as well. This one. This is great. A great soft skill, huh? Yeah. Are we encouraging our colleagues and are they encouraging their students to know how to lose? Do they know what to do after they lose? Okay. Exactly. Thank you, Mobina. Yes. Teamwork, problem solving. Great. Great. Thank you. Great. Empathy, sympathy. So these are the power skills. People are powerful these days if they actually practice such skills. And the more they demonstrate such skills, the more powerful they are. And in the recruitment journeys, we've had this hard time. We see lots of or some candidates with the same field skills. They teach three of them, four of them teach grammar most beautifully, but we go for the one who actually expresses soft skills, more soft skills. All right, because this is a soft skill which can make a difference in teachers' room these days. This is a soft skill which can understand the next generation, Generation Alpha. This is a soft skill for young teachers. This is a soft skill which helps them understand the previous generations. All right. So that's it. Thank you, Monica. You're actually referring to the philosophy of design. In design philosophy or design thinking, we need to exactly do what you have said to unlearn to learn. Thank you. Great. So let me read that comment by Emily. I might not miss it. More support with interpersonal relationships with students, especially if close to students. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Um, it is actually a uh, actually yeah, I can say decisive factor variable. I don't know if they appreciate it more or not, but I can say yeah, they work, and they care for such interpersonal relationships. Yeah, and that's a soft skill actually, to have empathy, to understand them, and sympathy to show we understand one another. Thank you. I tell my students, nice, let me love it as well. So back to our slides. Now, what is the best way to teach power skills? Well, let me have the review why we are focusing on soft skills now. We're talking about HR management of Generation Z language teachers who are in their 20s. As a rough cut, if you want to have this segmentation. And one of the ways to teach, to lead, to manage Generation Z teachers is to help the collaboration they have with one another, okay, and with their students, in order to be able to scaffold that collaboration. We need to empower them. How can we empower them? By helping their power skills grow. What are the power skills? Soft skills or future skills. And you wrote lots of the examples of soft skills. All right. Yeah. So, any questions so far? Let me show some soft skills in my session tonight and not just be the only speaker here. Monica is still helping with some soft skills. Yes, it is important. Shall I put them all? All right. Any questions, any points here to share? All right. And what is your solution to scaffold soft skills among your team? What do you do? Can we manage them very, you know, very classically, soft skills? Do we have some management styles to scaffold soft skills, or because they are soft skills, they are slippery and we cannot have any control over them? What do you think? Can we have, for example, the growth graphs of soft skills for one person if in critical thinking they are getting stronger, and where are they are now? All right. So what is your guess? What to do with the soft skills? Okay. Here there is a model of monitoring soft skills. I first introduced in IEEE Voices last year, April 2024. IEEE Voices 298. And there I've written in detail what I mean by different namings here. And it comes out of um, I can say 3-year research. We had over different ages, people at work in different industries demonstrating soft skills. So here, clockwise, we've got 4 zones to look at soft skills, to look at one soft skill in one individual. Knowing soft skills, zone A, zone B, recalling them when necessary, adopting them, employing them most appropriately, and transferring them as they are transferable skills. And each zone has 3 steps or 3 layers: the awareness of soft skills in that zone, applying that, and creating experiences. Have you noticed Generation Z teachers are some um experience oriented people? Sometimes we tell them, let's not do that. They like to test it and see if you're right or not. Okay. They are experience oriented because they live with the future skills they have. Okay. And for the future skills, soft skills, experiencing them is a part of the growth provided for that soft skill. So if such a thing is taking place, if there are some experience fancy people, it means you are on the right track. Get happy for what is happening with your team. So here, the same layers should repeat for recalling them now that nobody tells them to employ. They should recall the soft skill in three layers. Do they recall just as they are aware of that? Do they recall and apply it and they might fail? How to lose? You remember that soft skill? And do they make experiences and fail or not? And then in adopting that, in employing that, they are more aware here as they are adopting that and in transferring that. Okay. Let me have one example. Uh, we've had students, all of us here tonight, we've had students. Let's get far from management. Let's go to our classes, our lovely classes. We've had students, teenagers, for example, whose parents come to us and tell us, "Wow, he's more organized. He's mm, tidying up his room, more seriously these days." Okay, or she's actually telling us not to litter on the street. And they ask if this is a result of what we are doing in our classes or not. Usually, if they take it home, take it to their way home, take it to their workplaces, university. Okay. If they attend to details, a very nice soft skill that we scaffold in reading in our classes, or in listening in our classes. We've already been scaffolding soft skills in our classes. Okay. So if they attend to details, if they manage their time, if they listen more attentively, these are the soft skills. And if they take it home, those teenagers, those adults, if your adult student tells you she's more confident the in the both English and non-English meetings she has at work. So you are scaffolding the soft skills. Now we need to make the same thing for our team of Generation Z teachers as well. When we go observing their classes, or we check the deductive, inductive, not to echo, giving instructions, concept checking questions, and so forth. Are we observing them with regard to the soft skills they are practicing in the teacher's room, in their classes, in the hallway, in the comments they write for the parents or the students? Uh, let's observe them and let's pass on comments. And you can apply this model to monitor them, all right? To tell them where from 1 to 12 they are, okay? You can go to IEEE Voices and see this article, or refer to my LinkedIn, that's there as well. And there you can read more how these 12 steps work one after another. All right. All right. Here I put one 3D model and I should come out of my slideshow model. Okay, to focus on something. One point usually overlooked working with Generation Z teachers is that they have a various line of uh, students in their classes, and they might teach Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Z, people of their own age, Generation Alpha, and they might get confused, okay, because each of these generations are different in lesson planning, in lesson design. So I'm trying to encourage understanding Generation Z teachers more, that their job is difficult, okay? We should understand their own, uh, uh, world, their own schemata they bring with themselves to the work every day. And we should understand and appreciate how difficult it is to shift between their audience, the variety of the audiences they have. So their job is really difficult, right? So they need our support more than anything else. And they need to be listened to be understood. And little by little, we can find our way through Generation Z and see the, the beauties of the world. Okay. Now, if you are working with Generation Z teachers, please write to us or turn on your microphone or camera and tell us what challenges you have. Let's make this part of the workshop. You know, little by little, we are entering the Q&A. It's too soon for that, but we can encourage that now. So what challenges do you have? What opportunities do you find working with Generation Z teachers? Please write to us.
Don't be shy. If you want, you can talk.
Yeah.
Here we have a comment, Parisa.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, Parisa. All right. Um, and you know what? I've been thinking about this because now I'm working with Generation Z teachers as well. Whether it is real, uh, whether it is really the confidence we are addressing or something else. All right. Sometimes I ask myself, am I actually defining their behavior with my dictionary, or I should improve my dictionary and update my dictionary as well? Is it really the confidence and the overconfidence they have, or whether they feel, you know, supportless and they feel defenseless and they want to express themselves? Maybe nobody listens to them, and we now translate it as confidence to ourselves. That's a very good point to do a, you know, a short research on. Don't feel need to be focused. Maybe we need to uh, help them with their device world. Sometimes they are changing the different devices and phone, laptop, tablet, video projector, PC, and they lose their focus. Notifications really bother. So going and teaching them and telling them, sharing with them the ZDT technique, zero device time, okay? All right, yeah, they have their own challenges as well. Eager to learn, but not open to. All right, very nice point, Monica. And Mariana, yeah, exactly. What I found useful in giving negative feedback is uh, talking about feedback firsthand, you know, and to tell them how negative feedback can help. And always positive feedback would lead to the explosion of the system, as they have in the feedback science. But negative feedback will really help. And then having and providing some sandwich feedback on positive and negative together, okay, to be sounding more fair. Okay, problems. Mm, yeah, and we know that we cannot grow instead of them. Okay, so we still need to find ways to deal with them, to help them know why growth is important and how growth is feasible for them. Sometimes a mistake we managers make is we get tired too, and we try to, um, you know, to show them the most direct way possible why it is good for them. But this is that, that bitter tablet the child is not taking. We need to add some flavors to that, okay? Because finally they should take the tablet. If we take it, nothing happens to them, to their collaboration. Yeah, we are digital immigrants, okay? And yeah, we had no way to learn how to use the devices finally. So that's a great point. Yes, Bhargavi, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that not correctly. So let's take it to their devices. After one observation, for example, maybe we can have one online call to provide feedback if it's taking too long. Maybe we can write some notes to them and send them, email them in the online chatting system. So we need to find our way to their devices. Of course, a manager who ignores their devices would not be a successful manager for this generation, sure. Um, mhm, exactly. Yeah, very good point. Thank you, Luke. And that's the one actually I was afraid of. I'm still afraid of. And the one I referred to, that nothing is absolute. Of course, as we are talking about human resources, this sentence is more meaningful, that nothing is absolute. So we are just, encouraging some uh, discussion, some thinking time over the generation, the new generation we are working with in our schools and institutes. Of course, they are different because they are people, and people are not that predictable as you have written. I do agree with you, and we should not make that mistake. Some signals are enough, okay, to help us have a new design thinking. Thank you. Let's go with the slides and keep some time for the end of the class. Some parents may struggle to. Yeah. They compare their own community with the new one, and they really challenge them. We need to support our teachers, okay, with with talking to the parents, with giving them the insight that the new generation is doing some um, more relevant things for their kids. All right. And yeah, on the background, lots of meetings should be ongoing with the parents. Otherwise, Generation Z might lose confidence and concentration in their classes. I do agree. Okay, I'll go back to comments. Let's go on. Here, so management toolbox for working with Generation Z teachers. This is a toolbox I have come up with. Surely the toolbox can grow more in shapes, and we might eliminate some of them or redefine, reword some of them. I've learned myself that work ethics are still important for Generation Z. We need to establish work ethics. We shouldn't um, go past the work ethics because they are Generation Z and we don't understand them. You know, have your work ethics and uh, um, reinforce them in the workplaces. We need to have something, a common language to talk. So being on time should be still important to us. Um, Sense of responsibility, responding to demand. They must be still in practice. Their recruiting journey should be different. How if the previous recruiting journeys had only one meeting, well, in person, we might have one meeting prior online to check the chemistry fit with our organization. And if the answer is yes, invite them to our organization to meet them in person and check the soft skills more. All right. And if our answer is no, give them the feedback why they are not a good candidate for our organization. Do they overqualify? Enter a communication with them, okay, even for the recruitment. Uh, the absence of dialogue for them is something they actually don't like at all. All right. For every step, they need feedback on time, timely feedback. All right. The job specifications should be as clear as possible for them. We need to be transparent with our needs, okay, and ask them to deliver them. Um, we should have a good combination of both authority and support, okay? None of them should overshadow the other one. They should actually move forward parallelly. Reflection, the reflection we can provide for them, and the reflection they can provide for themselves, and the merit-based evaluation. Some vague evaluation systems really don't work for them. Okay, we need to be transparent with the evaluation, KPI or OKR, and as we are running some evaluation for them, have the briefing sessions with them before we start the evaluation. They should know who is observing them for those criteria. And after the evaluation is over, provide them feedback, okay? If they are low in one factor, how in one descriptor, how can they improve that, okay? What is the strategy? What is the way, all right? They need double or triple management from us. Okay, our management team might need to grow as well, working with Generation Z teachers. Here, soft skills at work and collaboration preferences. We talked about the soft skills and living with digital and artificial intelligence, of course. Okay, if sometimes we as managers are not happy that they are employing AI for everything, all right. So we need to use the same platform of AI to help them how their own originality and thinking can collaborate with the AI for better results, how they can check and how relevant the results are, okay? Saying, no, not AI doesn't really help, all right? So use the battlefield they are in order to manage them. All right, ignoring their battlefield or ignoring their living field is not a good solution. So let's focus on that collaboration preference part. And here we all know the 4 C's. Communication, creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking. Most of you wrote in the chat box. They say these four soft skills are actually the mother to all the other soft skills. The other soft skills are somehow the offsprings of such four soft skills. C's. Yes, I'm back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. And something in the pandemic added to the forces is the resilience they need to know. Okay, the new generation, I can say that I usually start with vulnerability, how to lose with my colleagues. And we talk over and over on vulnerability and that our power is in our being vulnerable. And after that, we come to some resilient ways, how to um, keep resilient when the challenges grow more and more. Because challenges are always there and challenges have always been passed on. This is the quality of our reaction, which is sustainable. All right. So this is one suggestion to begin with vulnerability, to continue with resilience, and then to review the quality of reactions Generation Z teachers can have, the challenges with the students, the other colleagues, hard work, devices, and the other things. And okay. And finally, yes, finally, this is the growth mindset we need to establish in our Generation Z language teachers. Um, let's monitor every inch of growth they have. Okay, this is the best motivator for them. And let's encourage the abundance of ideas. Uh, this is the divergence which is beautiful in our teachers' room. Okay, if you are able to reach to not the convergence, not the obedience necessarily. Okay, let's educate them to have the capacity of having different ideas, listening to different ideas, and to grow for more diverse ideas. And let's appreciate what they do for every millimeter of growth they have in the reaction to the challenges, the soft skills. If they grow from 1 to 12, if they grow from 1 to 2, from 2 to 5, let's encourage them, okay? Let them know we understand they're growing. All right, so we can be in touch with via email and LinkedIn. You can find me as Gorgi on LinkedIn. And thank you very much for your warm collaboration. We practiced lots of soft skills in tonight's session. I'm here for some questions and answers. Sorry, Mariana, it's up to you.
Yes, thank you so much for this inspiring webinar. And if anyone has any question, this is the time to share. Thank you. Certificate will be sent by IATEFL to your email.
Right.
They are asking for certificates.
Yeah.
And I think that you had already answered the previous questions.
Yeah, I think so. Before we leave, Mariana, can I have a copy of the chats? I'm afraid I lose them and I need to reflect on them. So can I just copy them or there's a way to save them?
I think that they are saved in, but I'm not sure if they are saved in our cloud.
So let me do one thing. I copy it all and I will paste it in my note.
Yeah, you can do it.
Thank you. Thank you. So
Well, thank you so much. Thank you all for being here, and thank you, Ezan, for sharing all your
thank you very
knowledge.
much. Thank you all. I really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it.
And we will be waiting for you in our next webinar because we have all the month we have different webinars for you. And thank you so much again, Ezan, for being here and
Thank
for this
you. Thank
inspiring
you.
webinar.
Yeah.
Clap, clap.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye bye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Bye
goodbye.
bye.
Thank you all. Thank you all.